Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I am so excited that you guys are here and that you guys are watching this because so many of you guys have requested for me to review and also just try and demo the Kiara Sky dip powder nail system. Today I decided to do it with an extension tip. I'm going to be showing you some ombre styles, solid styles, and a couple of swatches of some of the colors that they have on their site. So my nails will be mix match. They won't be like a full pretty thing, but I just wanted to cover all my bases as much as I can in one video. So these are the other materials that I'll be using. Again, I'm doing this at home. I have to say I am not a professional. I did not go to school for this. I am simply just a YouTube girl who loves doing their nails at home. So I'm just trying this out. So if you are a nail tech, please don't get offended by anything that I do. This is just simply what I think a regular person would do if they were doing it at home. So you want to start off by washing your nails. Of course, that's with anything. Start off with a clean slate and clean canvas. Remove any of the polish or residue off of your natural nails. So if you don't have anything on your nails, I'd recommend taking some nail polish remover or acetone to your nail bed and just kind of clean it up so that it's dry and it's just a perfect canvas and a perfect base. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna push back your cuticles. Just be gentle with this. I know some people go crazy with the cuticle pushing. I didn't use like a cuticle softener or anything. I just took this wooden cuticle pusher and gently pushed it back. I've been pushing my cuticles back for a long time. Like I do it every single day, just a little bit when I get bored. And I found that over time, it's really elongated my nail bed. A lot of people have noticed that too. I have really kind of longer nail beds. And so that's kind of a tip. Just push back your cuticles. It doesn't hurt or anything. And I don't think it's very bad for you either. The next thing you want to do is buff off the shine off of your natural nails. So this process, if you are someone who likes extension nails or you've gone to the salon before to do these exact styles of nails, you would typically see your nail technicians using an e-file. I don't have one of those, so this video is actually a lot longer because of the fact that a lot of it was just using my hand to do everything. So now what we're going to do is take our nail tips. You're going to fit it to your natural nail. I will leave the numbers of every finger that I use down below so that you guys can have generally like a reference. I tried number 4. It was too big. This is number 5 here. As you can see, it fits from sidewall to sidewall. And it just fits like right in, like just perfectly. So you just want to make sure it goes to both sides. Like you want to make sure that each side goes to the other end, if that makes sense, and covers the actual like curvature of the full nail bed, if that makes sense. I'm also just filing down the sides because I noticed that they came like I slightly rounded out. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but I kind of wanted to just sleek it out and just make it more of a straight line. Then I'm taking this nailing nail glue. Again, I got this product on Amazon, and I'm just gluing that into the like curve of the nail. It kind of gives you a guide. A lot of this is really easy and pretty self-explanatory. Don't put too much glue on it. You want to just do a thin layer. I find that with all the dip on top of it, it stays fine. My nails lasted like 2 weeks, both doing the natural nails with the dip, just doing French manicure, which I will do a video on later. And then also these ones, they lasted me a really long time as well. So then you want to glue the nail on. As you can see already, like for me at least, when I get my nails done at this point, I get so excited because I'm like, oh, it already starts to look good. You know what I mean? And these tips are just clear. So if I wanted to do any kind of design that was more translucent, and especially using this specific French manicure system, because all the colors are supposed to go over like a French manicure, it's very natural. But they do have more opaque styles on the website. So if you guys like a more white pigmented opaque color, then they do have those types of powders. But the next thing you're going to do is buff and blend the tip to the natural nail. So these nail tips come shiny and they come obviously like just pre-made that way, but you want to buff the fake extension part too, as well as like your natural nail. Now be sensitive and be nice to your nail bed. Sometimes if you do too much, it can heat up, it can scratch a lot. Like you just don't want to ruin your nail more than you have to. And then I'm taking the first polish in the kit. It's the Kiara Sky bond, and this bond is to help dehydrate the nail as well as just allow all of the base and the powders to really adhere to the actual natural nail. I'm taking the color Natural. Well, I guess it's not really a color, it's just clear, but this primarily is the kind of base that we're laying down before we do any sort of color on top. So this is the second polish, and I love that they have not only color toned each of the different steps, but they've also written it on the bottle. I love that. And it just makes it really user friendly. So now I'm just applying the base on the where the tip meets my natural nail, and I'm not taking it all the way to the end of my nail, like to the tip of the end. I'm just doing it right at the middle of the nail, just to build the strength, because I really want to make sure that the apex is built, that I'm making it rounded and just as strong as they possibly can, so that they don't break and they don't end up, breaking my real nail with it. Then you're going to brush off the excess dip powder. It's just an e.l.f. brush that I got a long time ago. And then I go in with the base and I do 3/4 of my nail, or 3/4 of my nail. And then I dip it into the natural powder again. Now this is to really just continue to build the actual curvature of the nail, the apex of the nail, and just kind of make sure that it's as strong as it possibly can be, especially because this isn't like a liquid to powder, really. It's just dip powder, which I love this system so much. And it's so fast and so affordable versus doing it at a salon. And it's a lot of fun. You look at your nails and you're super accomplished at the end of it. At least that's how I feel. I know not everybody has the time to do these, but I also know you guys love seeing me do my own nails too. So then you're going to apply the base coat of the Kiara Sky to your entire nail. And now we're going to just dip that into the color. Now this first index finger was just to show you a swatch of this specific color. This is Cherry by Kiara Sky, obviously. You're going to dip at a 45-degree angle, and I like to dip twice just because I saw a nail tech that I used to go to in Grand Rapids do that too. And I don't know, I just like to follow exactly what nail techs do, and then I just brush off the excess powder. This is just an old e.l.f. brush that I had as well. And then I'm going back in with the base. I'm going to do about 2 more of these. So a total of 3 dips in the actual cherry color, and then a final dip in the natural color. So it is a lot of thinking to do when you're doing these nails. It's not just let's just rub some polish on my nails. But you just coat it with the natural powder to really seal it in, like I'm doing here. And then you're just going to take the Seal and Protect. This is also in the kit to finish off your nails. You just want to do a light coat over the entire nail. Now, it's kind of a weird science to me how the powder doesn't really get on the brush, or maybe it does, but it still works somehow, but it works. So I don't really want to question it. But as that Seal and Protect really soaks in and dries, I work on my next nails. Now this one, I'm going to show you the ombre French nail. Specifically to the French manicure system, you get a little device that allows you to dip into the powder at a perfect curve to make the perfect smile line. Now initially, I think this is, now you guys have to keep in mind, this is my second time doing these powder nails, these dip powder nails, and also my battery died, so you guys couldn't even see that portion, but I pretty much dipped the nail into the white like I'm doing so, and then I just brought the brush up and I kind of sprinkled the brush on top. I have to keep working on this one. Baby boomer nails or French ombre is actually really hard to do. I think in any ombre situation, if you're just a beginner and a novice like I am, is that even the right word? You just have to try and try again to make it perfect. And then I just finished it off and dipped it into the color. Again, I don't even know if that's right, but I just did it to finish it off. And then I finished the entire nail with the natural color again, so that when it's ready to be filed down to the desired shape, it's protecting the color layers underneath. So again, this one wasn't my favorite nail, but I will say that next to polygel ombre nails, this is a lot easier. I will say that much because you're using powder, so it's not as sticky and it's not as difficult. But I do need to get better at doing the ombre. So I just want to tell you guys that. Again, it's my second time. And then you want to file the nail. So obviously, once you've done these nails, it looks really clumpy and bumpy, but that's only because you have to go back in and shape the nail and file it. So if you had an e-file, it would be a lot easier, but this is what the nails look like. I just put them side by side, and it is a little bit shorter than my right hand, but I didn't mind. And then now I'm showing you the French mani look. This specific nail, I tried to use some of the other colors in the kit, and then I took the darker pink and did a little bit, and then I took the lighter pink and then I dipped it in the whole thing. Again, I don't know if this is right, and if people are watching this and you're like, oh, you shouldn't dip multiple colors. I mean, I'm the only person who's going to be using this system, so I personally don't mind, but I don't know if I'm like ruining something or people get offended. I was surprised though at how light it was. You couldn't even see the multiple smile lines. I kind of wanted it to have like a candy corn-esque look, but it didn't look like that, so that's okay. They have other colors on the website, so I'm going to probably purchase those. And then lastly, I wanted to show you an all white opaque color because the all white is gorgeous in this kit. It's so opaque. It covers the entire nail. It doesn't look faded. Right now it does because we've only done one dip so far, but after like the second, it looked amazing. I just did one more to kind of really seal it in and make sure it looked really good. But the nails aren't thick and bulky. They're really actually thin. They're very strong. And I think this length is perfect for this type of system. Then you go back in and file it. Again, hand filing is it's a job. It's a full like thing. You really want to, if you are someone who's interested in nails like I am, maybe invest in an e-file. I know Amazon has a lot of them. I might get one just for the sake of, removal, especially too. Or you can just go to your local nail salon and get your nails removed as well. But I didn't mind doing it with a hand file. I wanted to show you guys that it is possible as well, but it does take a lot of time. And I would also recommend wearing a mask or something while you're doing it because you're working with powder and you just want to make sure that nothing's really getting into your lungs or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. And then once they are all filed down to my desired shape, I do 3 top coats. This is also part of the kit. They give this to you, but you want to do 1 thin, quick strokes of layers of the top coat, let it dry, go back in, let it dry again, and then go back in with your 3rd coat after 20 seconds. Again, all of these instructions are on the pamphlet, which I just followed along. But this is the final reveal, I guess, of what the top side of the nails look like. That's how thin they were. They looked gorgeous. I loved how they came out, and I would definitely do this again with a French all the way around. That's the side curvature. My right hand is what it looks like 2 days after doing it, or 3 days or something. I just wanted to show you what that looked like. And then nourishing oil they give you as well to smell so good. You just want to put that on around your cuticle, and then those are the final nails. I actually really like this specific style a lot, but thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe down below. I make new videos every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Don't forget to watch all of my nail series, my nail vlogs and stuff, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!